Something hit that already. I'll declare. Look at this, man. Look at this. Threw that chicken breast out there. It barely had time to get on the bottom, and I have caught something on a dadgum piece of chicken breast. What on earth have I got? Oh, he's fighting too. Oh my. Hello, folks. Thanks for joining me today at Fishing for Real. I'm out at the Caney Fork River below the Center Hill Dam. They're not generating. They'll not be generating for several hours, so the water's low. I'm going to be starting off. I'm going to drift this Gulp Minnow on a jig head below a float. The water's not very deep out here. My hopes is a trout or something will come up and hit this bait. So I'm going to throw it out there and get started while I rig up some other things. Yo, yo, yo. Another rig I'm going to try, I've seen be successful out here, is just a white curl-tail grub. It's cast and retrieve, of course. You don't troll it behind you, or you can, depending upon the situation. I may start out trolling it while I go over to the deeper water. Another rig I'm going to put out is just a bottom bouncing night crawler rig. Berkeley Power Egg with a night crawler. Let it sit on the bottom and see if a trout or something comes along and tries that. And I know that there are catfish out here, so I'm going to try something different. Got a bottom rig, just a little weight to hold it down. There's not a lot of current here to speak of. Barrel swivel, bead to protect my knots, piece of fluorocarbon, bait keeper hook, and a piece of chicken breast. And I've seen people be very successful using chicken breast for catfish. So I'm going to try it here just to see if I might get a catfish. Who knows? This is on my 3000 series. It's on my 2500 series live liner, Fierce 2 live liner. I really like these guys. You flip this and a fish can take line without pulling your rod in the water, of course. Something hit it. Something hit that already. I'll declare. Look at this, man. Look at this. Threw that chicken breast out there. It barely had time to get on the bottom, and I have caught something on a dadgum piece of chicken breast. What on earth have I got? Oh, he's fighting too. Oh my, it's a look at this. Oh my word. It's a gar, for crying out loud. A gar and he's hooked pretty good too for a gar. You can't hardly hook these suckers. All right. Oh my word. I don't know how I'm going to get this dude in. I didn't exactly come prepared to net a 3-foot long gar. Alright. Gotta try something different, I reckon. He's not putting mouth a flank. Sure. Look at that, mouth tied shut. Something, yeah, there you go. That's it. Oh, screw. They come off. Unbelievable. Had the line wrapped around his snout, is what it was. And boogered it up a little bit. I'll retie. Well, that takes the prize. I've never caught a gar. Had I had a bigger net, I could have landed that guy, but it ain't like I was going to do anything but let him go. Once again, I'm over here at the waterfalls. It's shallow over here, but there's this current coming off of this cascade right here. This is going to aerate the water. That's a problem this time of year. Sometimes it's low oxygen level. The downside is it may be warmer than the trout lake. I don't know without a thermometer. But my hopes is that the oxygenated water will draw some fish over here. So I just got a worm rig, bottom rig, floating, drifting down through here. Plus I've got my Gulp Minnow under a floating in this current, with the hopes that that will pick up something maybe. There's one. Something. Let's see what it is. A bluegill. Oh no, it's a shell cracker. The spots on the cheek looks like a red-eared sunfish. Got a little bit of red right there. The thing's not very long. I think it's a red-eared sunfish. Could be crossed with a bluegill. Let's get him back home. There's a fish. Feels like a decent guy. Alright. Felt like a decent guy, just had a lot of fight in him. Bluegill. Ooh. Okay, you're funny. Ah. Oops, upside down. A bluegill. Say bye. Alright. Trying again. There's a fish. There's a little fish. Might as well have fun catching some brim on my worms last. With a little bluegill. Bluegill in the Cascades. See ya. There's one. Little fighter. Oh. Bluegill. See you, guy. Ooh. Look at how this used minnow, Gulp Minnow, is swollen compared to the one out of the pouch. It's obviously taken on some water. Haven't caught anything on it, so I thought I'd swap it out for a fresh one. Alright folks, I'm pretty much without worms now. I'm going to try this tiny little Gulp Minnow, little 1-inch minnow. And I got a power egg in front of it for some scent and visibility. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to cast it over there where I've been catching bluegill on the worm, just see what happens. There's one stuck in. First fish on a little Gulp Minnow. Probably first fish ever on a Gulp Minnow. I've never really tried these things much. There he is. Ah, yeah, splashing it. Bluegill on a Gulp Minnow, a little 1-inch Gulp Minnow. So that shows that you can catch little fish on artificials without having to deal with worms. So the biggest reason I've been using the big night crawlers here is the hope of catching a big trout. But if you're going to sit over here and snatch little bluegill, I guess a little 1-inch Gulp Minnow is just as well. See you guys. The good thing is I still have my bait. I should rig up a drop shot rig, but I just don't want to fool with it right now, I guess. There's one. Better feeling fish. Uh-oh, jumping. What could it be? Could it just be a jumper bluegill? Oh, look there, look at that. It is a trout. He is one pretty fish. And a pretty rainbow. Man, it's a pretty rainbow. Something bit his tail. Look at that. Bit on him. Look at gar. Pretty, pretty rainbow. Let's get you back in the water, fella. Let me try this again. I'm impressed. I'm gonna try something I've never tried before. It's a popular lure. I think I got it open. It's a good old now. That color right there so closely matches some larvae that I've seen in this water. I am going to start with it. I'm going to try a Trout Magnet. Yes, I am. I've never tried a Trout Magnet before. Got an extra split shot above it. Just for casting weight, because I've got it on a spin casting rig. I'm going to put it under a float though. What do I like to do? There's a fish. There's a fish on the Trout Magnet. What do we have? What do we have? What on earth? Alright. Okay. Okay, there's my first fish ever on a Trout Magnet. It's not a trout. Bluegill. Let's get him back. See ya. Looks like he's got it. There he is. There he is. Another little bluegill, I'm sure. This shows that you can catch bluegill if that's what you want to catch. The Trout Magnet's a good thing to have in your tackle box. Little bluegill. Oh, there you go. Yep, say bye. There's one. There's one. On a little gold Trout Magnet. Oh, look at here. Pumpkin seed. Long-eared sunfish. Isn't it a pumpkin seed? It wasn't hooked much at all. Pretty fella. Alright. There, just chill. Pumpkin seed, long-eared sunfish. Pretty guy. See ya. There he is. And there he went. Folks, I want to thank you for coming along today with me at Fishing for Real. Caught my first fish on a Trout Magnet. Caught a nice little rainbow out of this little waterfall over here on a Gulp Minnow. First ever on a Gulp Minnow. I'm glad you came along. If you got something from this, please hit the like button. Subscribe, I would appreciate it. Make a comment. I look forward to having you along again on another adventure with Fishing for Real. There he is. There he is. Another fish on the Trout Magnet. Bluegill. Little guy. Thanks for joining me, fella.